2025 media budget review vis-a-vis minority workout. Minority no more reason yet here. Woman say abo omunkrofo and Africa lam say enunti on the side abani be addressing those issues no they are not going back to parliament and as munti kura be ba join ko
Alaska the 2.3
Alan
Asama mayor.
That's right.
Yeah, I think Enra may had opportunity to witness their course of our parliament, and for some reasons the whole thing delayed because my will be said run so a commemoration way for President Mills.
That's right. The 13th year, yes, right?
Oh, yeah, 13 years in the 2012. That day that is very fresh on my memory, and I think that 13 years on. There is a lot to remember about Professor Mills, so far as the leadership, the legacy, and the kind of impact of making here. Some of these young guys you see in the NDC today, most of them were given the opportunity by Professor Mills. And now, when opportunity, now they need to also involve young people and give them that particular way, and they're not wara Alaska, I think Enra answer na budget in because no MPP for STG a walkout from Parliament.
That's right.
And your democracy, no, obia to me, we are dissatisfied with the way manner things are being. You can employ some of these legitimate constitutional tools to register
which
your
is
protest.
within the law. To
register your protest, for a but we see politics are advanced here to a point whatever room will be able to be used, you must also be thinking at the other side. Now, who's you are doing this for a very resound reasons so that people will not get to the other side of it. And I have reasons that MPP for I must say, yakotwa basa basa yesi entino that alone no enough for mobile koto your friend saying media budget review. And some other funny reasons that are given around Ikawe. But the good question is that yes, Adena AC ewo Abelikumanov no. We have sat here and unreservedly condemned in no uncertain terms. Your Fred government say he should do everything to ensure that the perpetrators of this embarrassing sin
are brought to book.
Endra, a day before yesterday, the IGP and then as for the statement Babon take actually and say so far. They've identified 2 individuals who so more investigation. It means in as much as the situation appeared highly embarrassing because where we are now, the free say yakwaya nim na sade we yesino something is being done, unlike in the past. Because these who left parliament yesterday, who were supposed to sit in parliament and represent their constituents, are the same people who a few months ago in government and they supervise over Ayawaso. They supervise over Techima and Techima, Yakunipa.
That's right.
Military people were clad a police force uniform and a more bonipa to or more reason they say a man for a 2 bromo. Now more dama obi to boaba the 2 as a security officer. But they did this thing. Some of these jokers you saw yesterday staging press conference and as if nobody had a decency to call on one government to say that's
right.
So there is the need for us to do proper inquisition to know who and who are involved. Alaska, 4 years I've seen Kwame Ebeto Obama Kufuor. These jokers, none of them was sensible enough to know say Nipa life was online. Entienne, Obiko Tuaba, and I make us a me. And these MPP, I condemn both or no on certain terms. But I say he who comes into equity must come with clean hands. You were there. None other election I acquire. Do you know any part for us and we will come say? 2024
yeah.
People were assaulted, people were killed. None of these jokers and like Timinia Kukodroka say or more petition a Kufuado because they were minority, a majority in parliament or investigated. And what's an answer when you so a few months after. Yes, there is this thing is embarrassing. Something is being done. Our investigation there, so now there are no yet rubber stamp opportunity for you. Say, maintain a honor minty the make the petition. And I was so much disappointed in the presidency for entertaining those. Yes, a democracy will be here, but you see, I didn't know the course of parliament, and they were supposed to sit there and listen.
That's right.
All things being equal, the budget was supposed to be read by the president too. Are you aware?
Sure.
The constitution places the mandate right at the chest of the president. But president ain't minyanti.
And our mandate what delegate you.
So the finance minister can say, I am here on behalf of the president. Because of president's busy schedule, and into uncle read the budget. Ideally, the president is supposed to be the one to read the budget. And it's a president, supposed to be there now. You don't go back to the president and the petition come out. Because all things being equal, the chief of staff, everybody was supposed to be in parliament. What I said, it makes sense.
That's right.
So entertaining them to accept that particular petition, for me, I disagree with them. You tell them to go and sit down and meet you in parliament. Because that doesn't make sense. Because the MPP as a political party have decided, say, we've lost the elections. But so anything be able to make sure say the country become ungovernable. That's exactly what they are doing. Yesterday, these jokers had their own country to be moving from one embassy to embassy. Now, right. Ambassadors know when all this were happening in this country. Ambassadors, no, and then run a ship from free China by you. They've all been here. They say, Omukra intelligence or more about this country, no, or mine
exactly.
So they've lived it. They are privy, they've experienced it, they knew what happened. So, Ebasana, woman, who's a one cast, you're serious. Exactly. So, in the manner no more sought to take away some credibility and shine from the whole budget.
That's right.
But, I'm fat. Because the gentleman had something outstanding to share with the people of this country, which is the budget. So, for me, I think the MPP for better advisor, sa crop of leadership, your money in this current political dispensation, they've all outlived their usefulness. Because it's just a grandstanding, arrogant kind of posture, and they emphasize animal in your politics. Sa slogan in your politics. And now to force him, how they want them no can. And if you check the mass, it picks. Me boy.
I pick it.
And no idea politics. Me imagine how my enemy call school, I call Harvard. Now who cares about without Papa see Harvard? Who cares? Papa see Harvard for be home. I don't care where you school. It is about me no how intellectual unless it display who and who na intelligent. It's not about baby I'll query as a forum. When we gave you the job, you failed. There is absolutely nothing to show for. So this is the time for you to sit down and listen because they own us a duty to also, as some finance minister Becca, to sit down, you also scrutinize. Question be or who announce what bisa. That's a balanced perspective. But these jokers left the place just gallivanting the streets of Accra. Say, yeah, the petition come. What the petition come behind? When the very things you are accusing the government, some investigations are ongoing. Yes, we've all condemned it. I mean, even the government itself has even condemned it.
And even Interior Minister are directed.
Yes, because some of this we cannot, you cannot sit here and say, oh, maybe I'm a support to end this, yeah, it's absolutely
according to the IGP, so those people have been picked.
Exactly. So something is being done. So we are minority here. This is not a time to be doing this kind of, and just childish, infantile, antiquated politics. Yeah, no. You can't sway people's emotion. Alaska, and for me, that is the most important. Now,
Ivan Innocent J. Etwa Nelson or the expose be etuga. Yeah, watchers he can understand why they didn't sit to listen to the budget. Yeah, watchers IMF at this best say some money about 4 billion Ghana cedis into the account at Bank of Ghana in December, and I said December 1st, Abra or mobile free abaimon. Now from December 1st to 6th of December, almost use within that 6 days, almost spend the Sika IMF at this best into the account of Bank of Ghana. Now Yenti Ivan.
Yeah, I can also understand why they didn't want to sit and listen to the budget.
What's the reason?
Alaska, are you aware, say IMF? Yeah, IMF my iska.
That's right.
IMF sika no one my boom. Omo chiche in trenches. Enti nan one dey to aba wie ye. And the third trench a better eba ye.
That's right.
Sika no hete Bank of Ghana account on the 1st of January. On the 1st of January. Aban sisa and ben transition happened aban. On the 6th.
On the 6th.
On the 6th. Alaska, are you aware, sir, from 1st to 6th, Not 4.1 million IMF the two Bank of Ghana account no more di ni nyina wiansa na moko.
What are we sitting down for?
So
do we need to practice democracy?
Alaska,
That's right.
are you aware?
Within that 5 days.
Me say 5 days, MPP 4 day, 5 days, 4.1 million IMF. And why into the account? They didn't want to leave a kobo in the Bank of Ghana. Sasikano, everything. So at 2 force didn't take over. Everything. There was no trace, nothing.
So Amunya hint to this and no will come out.
And it is definitely come out.
That's
Whether
right.
they are there or they are not there.
That's right.
So Alaska,
Mm.
Nearman Crofo, unless you are not smart,
Oh, exactly.
unless you into politics, I say. And over the years, you see there is this false equivalence. NDC MPP. Normally, people think say metal te koha. Your friend is the whole thing, no, who's a means of, but you see, baby, you do know, it is about debating the fact.
Mm.
And they are tilted towards the good of mankind and the people of this country. Me, that's my ultimate priority. Until was a jandam, Nessa, class politics, and I buy a nice animano, MPK, and fat. Nobody will pay attention to you. And no budget in Alaska. There are.
When and now can TT.
Of January to 6th of January, the IMF disbursement of 4.5 billion was spent before the Mahama administration took office just in 6 days. Mr. Speaker, project loan disbursement of January to 6th of January, the IMF disbursement of 4.5 billion was spent before the Mahama administration took office just in 6 days. Mr.
4.5 billion.
No, in cities.
That's right.
Yes, in Ghana cities. Because IMF disbursed $332 million. The exchange way in Ghana cities. Yes. So, omu di ni nyina sana moko. Omu fan for my because I am IMF.
Hey!
At the same time, IMF say, your friend saying, who's a frame no one amount.
That's right.
You need to walk the line. Almost say you're deviating from just a Niama no wonder man they say that ya niso crown the scanner no mujidi. Yes. Or just Kennedy. So IMF be part or back. Now or the scanner man say had the economy ni kwana what they omudi ni nyina san. Omudi says this we 4.5 billion Ghana cedis. Ansa na moko.
Hey! Trillions.
Na unim sa wan fa jomo S gracia ansa na moko. Odan sambo boba o. Abanya tumutia no ho S gracia ansa na be free power.
Anu tua no ho S gracia ansa no.
Say the days are coming. Obetin sem and now you're too early to be delving into those things. Let's talk about the budget. Alaska. Enti the fact of the matter is Ghana ni a ote ho a all had the econo. Hwe say in the space of 6 months. Kwan be na neema fa so asesa. Na mabrabo alese me. And obia we are very objective bia tenasana wo hwe say in the last 6 years we hear proper economic analysis. You know say there are signs actually say and neema nyam fa nwie ye de but there are hope e be kon somewhere say your cost no ye neema ya once again hope will return to town.
Breanking.